Hello and welcome to another Star Wars Limited episode podcast. That is a weird intro and completely wrong, but we're going with it. It is the Nordic Takedown, episode 124. That is correct, and it is a special episode, and that's why I'm getting a little bit nervous. I don't know how to say the intro because we have Jason here.
Welcome back.
Guess who's back? Back again.
And that's copyright now. Jason is here for a summer episode. We didn't know that you wanted to join in, but just an hour before we started recording, Jason felt that he had the time, and we.
I saw the topic and I was like, I've totally got something to bring to this one. So why not hop in, send the family away?
Yep, more than I do actually. Yeah, that's why I'm hosting it. We also have Viktor.
Yay.
Not as excited, but
he's here every week.
yeah. 3 out of 4 is pretty good. The main topic today is going to be pre-releases because finally the set is out. Like, people have been playing with the new cards for over a month online, and it feels like we're in a weird way. Like, I'm starting to be in the middle of the set, but we still haven't gotten the cards yet. But that is going to be the main topic. But we're also going to do some small stickouts here and there, depending on where the discussion brings us.
That was very much the same thing last year before Galactics, right? Because they had to release that set early as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't know it about, like, I didn't get that feeling then because I was on a honeymoon.
Oh, right.
So I didn't play anything until 2 weeks before Galactics.
That's right. That's right.
But that's probably how everyone felt then. So
it's been a little bit weird. I don't know if it's too early to talk about this, or I guess we're on the topic now. But like, I didn't feel any desire to pick up. I mean, I didn't do so well at the Malmö PQ, which is the last time I picked up a Star Wars deck. But I didn't really feel like I wanted to pick up, play around with decks, play around with cards, because I knew Ashes was coming out. I had nothing going on. I was like done with lore already, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do nothing until Ashes.
Yeah, I can relate a bit, like, because I might go to Berlin, I might not, and then my first premiere one might be Malmö Game Week, which is quite far, which makes it a little bit harder to, like, should I play this? This is very unlikely to be meta.
But who knows what that's going to be right now, unless it's Cad Bane.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so weird with the Galactics this year again being the first competition of the set.
It feels like it's intentional. They wanted to have all the inventions going in there. I think that's smart.
Right.
Yeah, but it's weird for us that are sitting in the limbo. I'm going to get back to you, Jason, in a bit. But Viktor, we have put out quite a lot of content on the channel lately. Can you give a short wrap up for people who has not been on the YouTube channel?
So, being a teacher, I have the summer off, and that's what's happened. I've had too much time on my hand, and then Jason decided to send the press kit to me. And that was bound to be a bad idea. So I've been releasing material a couple of times every week now. I just don't know how to stop myself. I might still be going.
You don't know how much regret I saw when you sent us the picture all on the table. You were opening the packs, and I'm thinking, FOMO. I was like, dude, what have I done? But I'm glad you did it.
I'm having such a blast. It feels like I'm recording something almost every day now. It's a lot of fun. We did a lot of videos. I think we did 5 videos on the press kit. Pontus helped me out with some of them, and they turned out great. I'm very proud of the drafting video that we did. It was actually 2 videos. That was such an ambitious project, and we took it home. I'm very proud of that. And also, me and Jonah has been working on the Jabba's Den videos. So we've had one a week. The last episode of this season is going to drop this Sunday. It's me and Jonah. And as a little bit of a teaser for that one, it's going to be a Twin Suns deck.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So that's coming up. And also we have the rankings video.
Yeah, not out yet, right?
No, it's coming. It's coming. I'm not sure if it's dropping this weekend or just after the weekend, but it's going to drop any day now.
Yeah, and for people who are wondering what Jabba's Den decks are out there, I'm going to say it's the Krennic one. We have Armorer and a Cassian.
Yeah, those are the three ones that are out,
which is pretty cool. And we have a lot of more activity in the Discord channel now, just because of the Krennic, thanks to mainly Yona and Brage in the beginning. Like this Krennic blue, or just Krennic in general, has become kind of our new Anakin blue for the Discord. Like apparently the Nordic Takedown can only have one deck to focus on. That is our thing. But now we have one at least.
There is a bit of chatter going on in the Cassian thread.
Okay, yeah.
Some people have jumped on finally having a Death Star Plans deck.
That's good.
Kind of working.
And we did have some Tulsin as well. I know.
We did.
But we have not have that high since Anakin.
No,
Krennic is really popping off. And it's been
that's turning out to be a meta deck.
Can be, yeah. It will be some sort of meta, for sure. All right, so that's enough about Viktor, and all cool stuff he does. Like
that Krennic one is great. Well, we're putting this together because I'm actually playing a little bit with Dolph locally here, and we're putting that deck together as well because he likes that deck.
He should.
So we're going to be actually this is the first time I'm actually having anything to do with a TNT deck. Myself. I'm putting some together rather than coming up with anything Chewbacca from the first time. So really awesome videos that you guys have done.
At one point we're gonna have you on the on the Jabba's Den doing a Chewbacca deck. That's gonna have to be sometime.
The thing is, I did have a good Chewbacca and a good new Chewbacca, or an eternal Chewbacca. Actually, no, I've got some Thrawn ideas actually, so I might have to be on Jabba's Den for some Thrawn ideas.
Thrawn is also a good one. Good leader. But Jason, what have you been up to?
I've
you
been
don't
doing
have to do your life story, but you have done some stuff.
I've been doing a lot of stuff that isn't Star Wars or gaming. Actually, it's been nice to I kind of felt like I've had to do production for the podcast. I've had to do and support everything because we started this off. So it's nice to actually have taken a complete step back and be like, actually, you guys put your energy into it because I've got everything under the sun to do at home privately. So I've done a certification through Microsoft, so I'm an expert now in my field. I have we've got some gardening stuff done, and so I've basically just been doing a lot of stuff and focusing on the family, which has been nice during that time where I haven't really been wanting to play many games actually, really. And then Ashes has now came out, and I've got the energy back actually for that as well. So we did a pre-release on Monday night, and I organised I know we'll talk about pre-release in a little bit, but we talked about I managed to get a local online store here that actually Aquitas. I think I mentioned them before. They're actually their warehouse is based here in Vanimal, and seeing as the other local store in Smallland, it's probably not fair to mention the name of them, but they haven't really wanted to do Star Wars at all because a few during a small period of time, too little people turned up, and he was like, "No, actually, I'm fed up now." So I managed to get Aquitas to get hold of some pre-release kits from another store on time. Came in, they sorted me out on the delivery, sorted me out a few a case as well to sell at the event, and so I managed to get 12 boxes, and we did a pre-release in Vecqua, and me and Dolph went over there, got back at 2 a.m. After we did 4 rounds, despite getting there late and everything, but really, really awesome time in Axel's basement. He's got such a nice setup at his house, which is really cool. All of us sat in his basement playing Star Wars on a Monday night. So we did that, and then last night we played some Winston Draft, me and Dolph, and put together a couple of decks and added to all the cards and stuff. So just really explored the set, and I love it. Really love it. That's basically what I've been doing.
Now we're done with the pre-release talk. Thank you.
Yeah. Now I'm going to go into my pre-release stuff because I didn't actually do that bad. So,
but you also been doing like the playmat and stuff. Are you happy about the playmat and the design of the tokens and stuff like that?
Yeah, like if you haven't bought a TNT ticket yet for Malmo Game Week, you need to do it because we are super proud of the game mat. Viktor came in as well and put his editing skills to use while we were talking about it and everything. And I could just sit back and we could just comment on stuff as well. So not as actually much photoshopping from me, but we are super, super proud of this playmat. It looks so insane. We took a little bit of kind of the color scheme from some wish lists for someone who mentioned, we could have this color scheme. Because we've spoiled it. We know what it looks like.
Yeah.
So like, the red and yellow, and I love the kind of the Vader playmat that we had from the last set before. I even bought one before getting it through the post from Asmodee because it was so sweet. And then okay, let's go with that color scheme. We got the twin suns thing, and it's like we need the moose in there, and this moose nebula. Viktor, that was an absolute genius thing. So it's like a collaboration of the three of our brains mashing together. So that was quite nice. And then the tokens are really cool. Moose spies and moose credits and stuff as well. So really, really nice. And we're going to hopefully have some extras and stuff now we've ordered those. So yeah, it's really nice. Matthias's Sambal girlfriend has done an amazing job. Eloise, her name is. Really nice job on the artwork there. So she's really helping us to work with that as well. So really, really proud of what we can bring to Malmo Game Week this year.
Yeah. Cool.
Absolutely astonishing. The Moose Spy is probably one of my favorites. It's just so good.
Yeah, you should see. I really want to do like a fun version of these cards of my sketches that I sent to her. Because they look nothing like the finished product. It was just a little squiggle of this kind of line, like a moose with glasses on and stuff. And then she took that and made what we got. But it's, really, really astounding work.
It's going to have to be the Sansa prize for the Cantina Brawl then.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. What was it? The
place.
The last place thing, because someone got that card, didn't I? My Hu Yang.
Yeah, your proxy Hu Yang.
Yeah. I so love that was a thing. That was.
That was cool. I forgot about it even, but that
it was such a thing. You forgot about it.
Yes, it was a thing. Now when I get reminded.
Yeah.
All right. So, Jason, you have been talking a lot already, so I'm going to move over to Viktor here about the pre-release talk.
I'm back.
This is the hardest part of being the host for a Jason Viktor podcast, Like,
You've missed me. I heard the episode 3 weeks ago when you couldn't stop calling Viktor Jason.
Yes.
You've missed me. You know it.
I have. We also had very few pods together that has 1 year. Just passed through the night. But Viktor, you have done one pre-release, you said, right? And going to do 2 pre-releases, and you're going to one.
Yeah, that's correct.
Viktor is the pre-release guy in this pod.
I am. I was supposed to do 4, but we can't talk about pre-releases without talking about the issues with distribution that's been plaguing all of Europe, I think.
Is it only Europe, or?
I haven't heard anyone complain in the States yet, but maybe parts of the States have had issues as well. Game Yannick had officially apologized for their problem with their stuff, but and it's apparently out of their hands. It's in the distribution. But when it comes to the actual product for the set, I know that large parts of Europe have been going without or with limited supply. So I think the Baltics are very sad. They didn't get anything, I think. And I know in Sweden we've had varying degree of product in the stores last weekend, and this weekend it seems to be dripping in more and more product to the stores throughout this weekend. So that is an issue. I was supposed to go.
There's been an issue even since for restocking of law.
Yeah.
There is something with Asmodee Europe when it's become summer time.
Right. It seems like, yeah. So yeah, we had problems there. I was supposed to go to pre-releases all of last weekend every day, but it turned out I just went for Friday to Dragon's Lair. I think we were 17 or 18 people. Nice. It was nice. Yeah, I did a meh performance, 3 and 2, but I had a lot of fun as always. It's great time. The Stockholm community is such a good community, and Dragon's Lair was surprisingly well ventilated for the season. It's usually very hot and humid down there, but it was fine actually, so that was good. And then I went to the Västerås pre-release. One of they had to this Monday they had to postpone theirs, and we were only 6 players, I think, in the end. And they had also very limited amount of pre-release kits. They only got 4 kits, so I just got like 6 boosters, and then we borrowed the Lukes and the Palpatines between us if anyone wanted them, kind of like bases. So yeah, and that went better. I came in second out of 6. It's not that impressive, but and I'm going to my 3rd pre-release this evening here in Uppsala. So yeah.
Oh, they got products in Uppsala?
Yeah. It's weird, isn't it?
Because there is like, I feel like some stores that actually have more play than the Uppsala store might have not gotten their stuff. And
yeah, exactly. I don't know how they are allocated, but Uppsala got theirs on time. And we have no in-game store play, not because the store doesn't want to. They try to get us to play there all the time. They're really nice and really friendly, but they're just not enough players to support more than like a pre-release.
Can it be fair to assume that it is a store that has been along for a long time and ordered a lot from them during the years? I think that might happen.
That's the thing. Yeah, they're huge on Magic. Like they're one of the big stores on Magic in Sweden, and helps. some of the staff and people that run the store are very integral parts of Magic Sweden, and like head judges and stuff like that. So I think they have a really good standing with Enigma and the people at Enigma. That
you might explain.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
I have good standings with the Enigma.
Former Enigma. They used to be called Enigma. Now they are Asmodee Nordics. So they've got long standing with those people, and that would explain why Dragon's Lair also got a lot of good product, where Alpha Spel, which is probably selling a lot more Star Wars than Dragon's Lair is, didn't. They only got 10 kits. So I was supposed to go to their pre-release on Sunday, but they only had 10 kits, and I can't be traveling
for a maybe.
Yeah, for a maybe. And they decided to do on-site come first served, which is, if I can't buy if I can't buy it before I sit on the train for an hour and a half to travel, that's not going to happen.
Well, you said you're not doing anything, so you could have got there when the store opens at 10 a.m. waited.
I guess
with a tent, you could have you could have been there like 4 hours before opening.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like you're selling yourself short. You could have done a lot more.
I could have done more. I agree. I'm sorry.
Where's your commitment, Viktor?
Yeah, Come on. I'm sorry, you guys. I mean, people were queuing for days to get into Phantom Menace. And
you won't even queue up for 5 minutes for the possibility
of a draft. No, sorry, sealed.
Yeah.
No,
that's the same.
True.
Did you have that was your drafts. What did you play?
So for the Dragon's Lap release, I built a. Let me remember correctly now. I built a Balin deck, didn't I? No, I didn't. I can't even remember. Oh no, I built a Grief deck, a Grief Karga deck, because I had some good yellow cards. I think. I believe that's what I did, and it didn't go that well.
It for you. I
No,
cannot.
it didn't. It didn't go that well, so I don't remember. For the Westeros Red Goblin pre-release, I built a Luke Red, I believe. Yes, because I was thinking of doing Ezra first, but then I realized I had no units that would hit for 3 until on 4 resources. So that would just be giving up 2 turns of not using his ability at all. And that's not all right. So I took I switched it around and made it a Luke deck instead. And that worked out fine.
Cool. Then let's move over to Jason's pre-release. How was it? What did you play? And
it was really fun. Like, we were super stressed getting there. I was texting them in the car also and trying to navigate, saying, we're going to be late, but this is, swish me the money, etc., etc. And then we going into Vecra, we started going south to Malmö, so we're even more late. Vecra isn't the easiest place to get around on the outskirts, apparently. That's my excuse anyway. We got there, we got straight in, handed the boxes out, sat straight down, and just to kind of get in there, because we decided to begin with we're going to do 4 rounds, even though we started at 7 p.m. And so we were done just like around midnight by the end of it. We gave ourselves like a full hour for deck building. All sat down, a couple of brand new players there, but so we're 12 in his basement, and I played I came 4th actually after on the of 12, which I was really, really pleased about. I played a Cad Bane Blue, and I really didn't know. I hadn't really seen. There's so many cards that I haven't seen until since the spoilers came out. I haven't been looking through any videos, no preparation of, okay, this is a good card, this is a good card, completely blind. And I heard someone in the corner going, "Oh, you got a Cad Bane, you're going to win, aren't you?" I was like, okay, Cad Bane it is, thank you. And then let's just see what I have with the rest of it. Because I mean, I had an Ezra, I had Grief, a couple of Moths, and the cards just kind of took me towards the kind of the Cad Bane, because I had a really good top end, bottom end. I had just enough 2-drops, and so it just worked really nicely. And so kind of I went with that deck, and the deck I actually built with, I played a lot with the card draw, because you have an upgrade that draws a card, 2/2 gives +2/+2, and you draw a card. So I had 3 of those in the pool. I only went with 2, and I had 2 versions of the 2-cost event that you get rid of you defeat an upgrade, friendly upgrade, and then you draw 2 cards. So I had 2 of those in my deck as well. So I was basically playing a lot around with, by turn 3, having a hand of 5 or 6 cards. And so I had a good position where I could do quite a lot and had quite a lot of choices when I possibly needed them. It did also help that I had a Chimera, and it also helped that I had a Prestige Murok. The Prestige didn't help, but it looked good.
Oh no, that's where it turns OP.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the normal Marok was okay, but it just didn't do good enough. But the Prestige one, it distracts from they're looking there, and the player makes a player, and I win.
That's how it works.
Yeah, that's what I try anyway. I just bling, 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 and try and win that way. No, so they helped a lot, and the card drawing, I drew in the first 2 games I played. I drew into them very easily. So I had them when I needed them, and the Chimera won 2 things for me. So I beat Jimmy the first game. He was also a Cad Bane Green, but the control I had was just that little bit better. then I played against a guy called Pontus, who played with, I think he played with Ahsoka, the new Ahsoka, and that got quite close until he made a play mistake and we couldn't really go back, where he realized that we were in turn 5 and he forgot to deploy.
Oh, okay,
yeah. So it could have gone the other way. Then I lost to Ponkas Andy on a little bit too easily, but he had a very quick deck where he went very tall on the Ezra Bridger unit as soon as it came out. I was going really well, and then he brings out Ezra, piles him on, and kind of just bashes through. But I did have the new half. Well, I call it the half condemn. You know, it gives -3 on attack.
I don't know the name of it. Yeah,
one cost upgrade and gives -3 when you attack base.
Oh yeah.
So I had 2 of those in my deck as well. So he had this huge Ezra, and it can only hit base for 1 every time.
Right, but it can still trade with other units. So
yeah, it could, but he didn't want to trade off with any units, obviously, because he wanted to try and get rid of it or work it around and stuff. So that was a fun one. And then I lost against a Shin Hati where I didn't draw Marok or the Chimera in either game. And I realized, they were probably the 2 cards that helped me win that.
Shin Hati can be very scary. She is
Shin Hati,
it's really, really fun. Really fun to play.
I think in the hands of a capable player, she can be one of the best leaders for limited. In this day. It's just the yellow-black card pool is not that great. Like there's no bombs in yellow-black.
There's no bombs, but there's some sturdy units.
Yeah.
For example, for Shin Hati, the 4/1 is a bomb.
Yeah. Right, yeah, I guess, because it can tap down stuff.
Yes, it taps so hard, which is pretty nasty.
And I think she's a very good answer to Cad Bane as well, because a lot of her units have only 1 HP, and she can tap down Bane's units. So
Yep. Actually, and that's the issue that I had against him. But Thomas Vari, he won it and played against Andy in the final, and Andy came second there as well, and then the Shin Hati player came 3rd and I came 4th. So we did really, but it's a lot of fun set, and actually Dulf, I was really, really pleased for Dulf actually, because he came 6th of 12. Also went 2-2 as well, so he did a really good job. And so we had the Sprue Fever, and so we came around last night. We did a Winston draft with some of the other ones as well, and so much fun drafting Winston. 4-pack Winston draft on 2 players is a really, really fun way to play. And then we played 1 game. We took 1 pack each, opened it up and said, how can we add to this? Played another game, and then we said, you know what? Let's just use the whole card pool of what we've got and build a different deck.
Yeah.
So I found I think one of my new favorite decks, new Sabine Yellow.
Yeah, it can be good.
Really nice. Had a lot of fun with it.
As much as the yellow villainous is kind of crap, the yellow heroic has some tough bombs, and when you're able to put shields on Sabine yellow unit, it turns good.
Yeah, but I didn't really get it with that Sabine leader until I think Dulf really wanted to play Shin Hati, so he built a Shin Hati, and he did one. He hit base, and then he realized, okay, the first turn I was like, okay, well actually, if I do put the advantage on him, shield on me, I can just knock his stuff off,
right?
Exactly. Really easily with stuff. So he was getting no units out, and I was just, okay, you come out, I'll just put an advantage token on him and destroy him.
With the right card pool, I think Sabine can be really good. But much like Ezra, she really needs the right card pool.
Yeah. And there's a whole load of other stuff that I really should be putting in there. Koska Reeves only had 1 card of, and but works well with Ezra, the new Ezra unit as well. But I had the idea because I wanted to go around with I had Mandalorian Prestige and I had Ezra Prestige. Yeah. So so that was kind of, I guess, my pre-release experience, I guess, over the 2 nights. But everyone was super happy in Vecqua. I've got to say that we actually managed to get this done. And again, a huge hats off to Aquitaz. They have a little bit of stock when I return it to them. It's currently behind me. He's going to say, sell what you can to them, and he'll take the rest back. But they don't sell too much Star Wars because they have a lot more Pokemon, Magic, and other Chinese and Japanese based card games, and that's where they make a lot of their stuff. But super nice guys, so big shout out to them. Not taking any focus away from Manitorsk, of course, they're still our favorites. But it's nice to have a local shop down in Smallland to help us out there.
Yeah, so now you guys have played Prereleas. I played open 6 packs with my brother and played just the one game. Like, doesn't say too much. How are you feeling about this? Because like this format is what you're gonna play in PQ. Like PQ limited events, you're gonna start playing 6 packs, right? Was it enjoyable?
I think that drafting in this set is so much fun. Whereas the sealed, especially with just 6 packs, it's going to be a little bit less of an. It's more like, what can I put in the deck? What colors can I actually get a workable curve in? So there's less of a puzzle than what when a sealed pool. Sorry, when a set is good for sealed, it is so because it becomes a puzzle. Like, you have to solve a puzzle. What will be the best deck I can build for this meta? And I feel that in this set, so far it's felt more like I don't have that many options. The puzzle kind of reveals itself a little bit too easily. This is the way the pieces fit together, and it's more or less like in Västerås, I had 2 possibilities, but one was clearly stronger than the other. It's just so much easier to see what of the curves are going to be the best fit. And I feel, given that there are so many viable leaders and like most of the colors kind of work, it should be more interesting. It might just be me and the pools I've opened, but that's the way I felt for sealed. Drafting, I've been doing a ton of drafting, and I love it in this set because it's so wide open. Like, you it's great. It's really probably one of my favorite sets so far for drafting.
Definitely agree with that. And I my first reaction, or my first reflection, is I love support. Support, when you set it up well, is really strong. But I wonder, and I had this thought as you were talking there, Viktor, is the support function in sealed. It's that part of the puzzle that it either fits well or it doesn't fit well. So you need to have the right. So if support can be really strong if you have the right units, and you get those units in your pool. If you don't have it, it's a little bit clunky. You don't get the same effects that you could do, and so it could feel a little bit meh. I feel if you don't.
Yeah, I feel in constructed, support is one of those. I'm having fun with support. Let's put it that. I have some reservations. I'm a little bit scared of it, where it's going and what's going to happen next set when other cards come out. And even for this set,
are you thinking the action cheating kind of thing as well?
There's some problematic interactions, and none of them are game breaking, but they are a little bit of an NPE factor. I have people rage quit on me in constructed a lot because some of the support effects are just very strong. But generally speaking, so far, I'm not seeing anything that is going ding, 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 banhammer or anything like that. Not yet.
No.
Someone else might break something, but I haven't seen that. In limited, it is much, much more balanced. It feels like in limited, it is a fun mechanic, and it's the main thing it does in limited is it gives you the initiative. It helps you take or keep the initiative, which is super important for a lot of decks, but it's not game breaking. But I'm having fun with it so far. I hope it stays that way.
Yeah.
So one thing I'm thinking about when we're talking about like the sealed one is that people got a taste of how it was last set with the splash bases, because that gave you a lot more, what would we say, like flexibility and like more maneuvers to add cards that were bought, like when you open a sealed packs, the out of aspects part cards, because sometimes your best card in your sealed pool just doesn't fit with the only good leader with the rest of the pool. That is something you can fix with a splash base. Obviously, you can't go villain into heroic in the same way. That doesn't work. But and then going back to this one, you get what you get. It is a little bit like with also some of the splash cards in it, which is even harder to fit, right? My take is that I think they should just do splash bases as the normal base every set
for limited.
Yeah, or like you could have splash and 30 bases, like in the packs. They can alternate. Both are common. Doesn't have to be rare. And then in limited, like you always have that opportunity, because that actually gives a little bit more of skill to the sealed deck building, and it's not that hard. Like it's not like you're cutting off some noobs because they can't use a splash base.
I see what you're talking about there, and I think I know where you're coming from, because like if they're going with printing, continuing with the double aspect units, they need to support them. They need to support them on the bases. Otherwise, like you say, there's very limited chance of using them in sealed. If you don't know you're going to get that one unit out. For example, the Thrawn, Rook, red
Hera
leader is a really good card.
Hera is there, and no, she's a rare, but there are others that are in the same category, and I don't necessarily mind if they just had it in general, because it gives a little bit more flavor, but especially when they are doing these multicolors, I would say.
I kind of like with the splash bases, I'm in the very same corner as I am with support. That I did enjoy it, and I didn't notice any problem with it. But on paper, I'm not for it. I think, like theoretically, I think that solving the puzzle, the tax of playing something out of aspect is there for a reason. It is there to make you have to make choices, and to splash something should come with a cost. And I think like the most problematic thing that can happen with the splash bases is what we did have last set. Last set, it wasn't necessarily the leaders, even though there were a broken leader, it wasn't that broken. The big problem last set with limited was obviously mastery, and every deck could play it. You didn't have to make any sacrifice to play that. It made it so that there was one common card that was basically defining the whole limited meta. And I hate that. I don't like that at all. And I think splash bases are part of that problem. If people were forced to play that out of aspect, actually, or actually play blue in last set, that would have been a better limited set. That's just my feeling about it. But overall, I don't think they've been broken or removing too much of the game anyway. So I'm cautiously for them, but I don't think they should be in every set. And I think sometimes it would be a problem if they were in the sets.
Yeah, but you're also then discrediting the cool stuff that you could like get in the Canaan, and like very cool, like playing a mall when you're not having that color that actually surprise people. You can play around and stuff. So I feel like it gives and takes. I feel like upgrades, the best solution for upgrades, because upgrades are usually the problem, and I agree that mastery was a problem. Upgrades should always be rares. That's how you fix it in limited. Like, because then they will not be there everywhere. Like
good upgrades. You can have stuff like the vanilla gray ones, the Mandalorian and the Empire upgrades that are in this set. They're fine. Leave them. Sure. I don't mind.
I don't trust the design team enough to let them make the call what upgrades are broken or not or good. So I would just rather say just do all the upgrades on the rare spot, please. Thank you. Make it more easy for them. Because as long as one can get to the uncommon or common spot, it's still gonna be rough. Like imagine the splash bases in set 1. With barrage for all the villain decks.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think like if we had splash bases in this set, wouldn't there already be a problem? Because we do have an upgrade in this set on the common slot that I think would see incredible amount of play. Warrior's Legacy, it's a +2/+1 for 3, but it also creates a Mandalorian token when that unit is killed.
I think that one is good, but it's not on mastery level.
It's not mastery level, but I think everyone would take that. It would be in every deck.
I think yes, because the 3-cost stuff in this set is so shit in general. Like there are very few things that are good, so that elevates that one as well to even higher stuff. So yeah.
And the text on the upgrade is sort of mitigating the problem with upgrades. Like you're giving your opponent a 2-for-1, but then you're not if you get a Mandalorian token out of it.
And you can play it on both space and ground units, so it's very safe.
Much like Mastery.
Just like Mastery, Mastery costed 4 at least if you didn't have a unique one. This one you can always play on 3, right? So
exactly.
Not saying it's better, but like
no. I don't think it's better.
Mastery is also better of just pumping your leader and make things be very sad. All right, so
what do you guys think? I know you're trying to move on there, but now we've played with the advantage.
That's a good question.
What do you guys think of that? Because I quite enjoyed them, and I quite enjoyed the being the really strong, but then they can also be really weak because you just have to attack them with a 1 cost and they're gone. Or like a smaller unit and they defend with them and they gone. Like, what did you guys feel
I
with
think
the usage of advantage?
I wasn't too impressed with them when they revealed them, but now having played with it, I think they balanced it pretty well. I think the advantage tokens come cheaply enough to be interesting, but they are not broken in any manner. They are actually where they probably should be.
It's a little bit too early to say, but I like when these let's call it side quest to the game with the token units, right? Like TIE Fighters, X-Wings, they are not the main part of it, but they are a part of it, a little bit like. So I like when they are good enough to be relevant when the cards are right for them. And it looks like the advantage token is there. The same was with spy tokens. They were relevant. I think they have actually started hitting those quite well. And also credits was also a good hit. I do think X-Wings and TIE Fighters was okay-ish. Like, they could probably have been more, but they should not have been more because the pilot leader was so strong and busted. They didn't need more buffs, right? But if we said like we didn't have pilot leaders, it would have been cooler to have like been able to make a stronger token armada or something.
Right.
I don't remember what we got in the Force set now, just because of it, but
I think it was just
we had battle
the fourth set
was GTL. GTL was number 4.
No, Force Legend.
Force set. The Force token. The Force token.
Okay, just was the Force token. Okay, that one's also great. So they have been hitting it pretty well, I would say. I think Twilight maybe was a miss, but I don't think that was the Clone Troopers' fault.
No.
Like the design was cool. It was just the whole set's power level. We have talked about that a lot, but I think they are hitting these token stuff pretty well. they should not be a main part of the game, but should be some part of the game, and for the most part it is.
Yep. Mandalorian tokens are very strong.
Yes,
they are.
Oh my goodness, they're strong.
Yeah, they are like a secretive sage, like a Krennic without
just a 2/2 with a shield going on. They're so difficult to get off.
Granted, Mandalorian really big. Yeah, Mandalorian trait isn't as good as the Force trait, but it is a relevant trait still.
Yeah.
It's not irrelevant.
The only thing that doesn't make them as good right now is because Cad is so good and Cad loves shields. But like, let's say Cad gets banned or gets out of the meta, like they're going to be really, really strong. It's all about like what's the cost to get them. I guess like what you pay to get that 2/2 shielded.
Yeah, I mean, on some units, it's like a very cheap cost. Like we just talked about the upgrade Warriors Legacy.
Yeah,
that's the perfect use of the Mandalorian token, I think, and that's where it should be. And on Costco Reefs, it's just come on, man, come on.
yeah, getting a 4/4 with plus a 2/2 for 4 and one with the shield. That's pretty good.
No,
it's pretty good.
It's stupid.
I agree. It's pretty good. Pretty good. What do you think, Jason? How did you feel about the advantage token? Since you asked,
I loved it. I think they hit the balance really well.
Yeah,
it was strong, but you had to deal with it. Like you could deal with it easily, but it meant if I'm going to get a little bit more damage on base, or deal with something that could either that's probably going to hit for 3 extra this turn, just to deal with it, so I don't get hit for 7 next turn.
Yeah.
I'm taking that. But it's another decision point that you're forcing your opponent to make.
Yeah, I agree. And I had something to say, but it's gone. So
I have that effect. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all good. It was probably something boring. But I was going to say that the balance of limited this time, even though I miss some better pure removal cards, that's what I miss from it, because that's how I like to play. Like almost all my drafts end up in blue-red. Like it's always had, because they had the removals, right? I usually pick the removals. Other than that, like the leader balance for limited, I'm not saying Cad is a balanced leader when it comes to the Premier, but like for the limited pool, there is the most balanced pool they have done in any of the sets, I would say, which is quite nice. So I would just like to end that part on that, because we are going to move on to talk a little bit about one of our Moose Packers app. Who wants to take the lead on Pontus app? Because,
I can. Yeah, I don't know. We both used it, haven't we, Viktor?
Of course. I mean, we used it for the video, for the draft video. That's why I think that's why he built it in the first place.
Yeah, super good. It's called SWU-scan. So SWU space scan, and you scan a card, and it puts it into your collection, and then it gives you the TGC player and card market costs for it.
Yeah.
And it works so well, super accurate. Like we're talking 99%. So some of the times the foil doesn't recognize it's a foil, stuff like that. But most of the time it did recognize it was a foil. It got it on the spot. Some of the showcases it didn't get, but we're working on that. And it's just going to get better, I think. It's really, really, really smart. You can set it up to scan one and add if you just want to know what it is, or just if you've got a row of cards, boop, 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 you can scan a whole deck within 60 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, we wouldn't have been able to do the video without the app. Being able to just scan the cards as they open the packs and just get where every card was at every single position, sort of, was crucial for the app. And that only worked because the app was so quick. It was just boop, 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 and you had the whole thing. Like it didn't interrupt the flow at all, but I don't think that's where it's most useful. I think for people that want to keep track of their collection, as you open your box, you can just scan the cards or rip it open first and then scan afterwards. It's super quick, and it adds it correctly into your you can choose how you want it to output it. It's just brilliant.
Yep, and I sent him like he asked me, and I work with apps and stuff, and UX and stuff. So I sent it back a whole load of notes, and so you can add things into you can create binders, you can create decks with it, like log your decks. You choose how it scans and logs things in, and super responsive. I think he's absolutely knocked it out of the park with this app.
To be clear, we don't get anything for this. Like it's not a Nordic Takedown app by any means, even though he created it for the video. It is completely Pontus's thing. He made this. We're just happy to use it, and he's not paying us to advertise it or anything. We just really love the app and want to tell you about it because it's a good friend of ours and a sort of contributing member here. That made something that I think a lot of people out there might be happy to use.
Yeah, we're just doing it because we're decent people.
Yeah, exactly. And the pro version is only like 60 crowns as well, so like $5 as well, and it's totally worth to support him by going for the pro.
Right. Yeah. The thing, though, that might be a little detriment here is it's only iPhone at this point. He might be trying, I think he's looking into how to port it over for Android systems, but it's quite different to code for Android, I believe. So he kind of have to build it from ground up if he wants to do that.
Cool.
So, yeah. Right now, it's only iPhone.
Yeah. Which many people use.
I mean, iPhones, I think just in general, the screen size ratio is the same. And so it's so much easier to design things for iPhones with ratios. And Androids, there's so many different phones out there. Just from a developer point of view, iPhone becomes a lot easier to actually go for as well. But I'm sure it's going to come to Android. There's enough of us out there, enough people out there with Android, so it will come.
All right. Do we have anything else that you guys want to talk about before we end this pod? We are sitting here around closing into lunchtime. So,
if you haven't booked Malmö, do it.
Yeah,
come down to Malmö game week. It's going to be good. I'm kind of a new breath of fresh. I don't even know what I'm saying. A breath of energy, like a big surge of energy now to kind of get into caster mode. To start looking into how Ashes is played and the meta decks and stuff now, so that we can get a good cast going. We're going to be on site casting. You book the TN, like the playmat is absolutely sick. So if you haven't booked your ticket yet, book the TNT. I think you can upgrade to the TNT package as well.
You just contact the organizer.
Yeah. Exactly. Yep. There's a link there for that one as well. But it'd be super good to see you. We're actually not far from being, I guess, sold out as well. So if you're planning to come down, don't hang about.
Get
especially as it's payday in 10 days. So plan your trip and come down.
I do want to plug one thing, because we have Galactics coming up in less than 2 weeks now, I think. And by the time this video releases, it'll be 1 week out from Galactics. So if you're not able to go to Galactics and you still want to watch the stream somewhat, we are going to have watch parties on the Discord server.
We are?
The Nordic Takedown. So anyone that wants to join in and watch together, please do. We will be watching together on the server, and it'll be a lot of fun.
And before I end up, I just want to plug, if you want to support us, join us in our Discord, watch our YouTube content, and of course this one. If you want to do a little bit of like supporting in money department, it's still Patreon. It doesn't give you anything extra. We are still for free. I'm just gonna thank the people that has done that. There is a few people that has done it during the years, especially a guy called Tom. So I'm gonna shout him out. We really, really appreciate it. So
it does help us out with the small costs that we actually incur doing this.
Other than that, thank you, Jason, for joining us during the summer. It's closing up to my due date with the kid, so we'll see if I'm on next episode or not, but hopefully. Or hopefully not. Actually,
I mean, it's fine if you need to do it from the hospital. I'm pretty sure we can make that happen.
We can make that happen. Yeah, we can probably make it happen. If I can make it happen, that is the question. If I want to make it happen, very unlikely.
Right.
But yeah,
your priorities are so weird, man.
Yeah, they have changed. They have shifted. I don't know why. It's weird.
Now you need to focus on the new ukulele that's going to come into your life.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Thank you all, you two, for joining me, and thank you all for listening to this podcast. And may the force be with you.